What's going on, guys? It's Soaarz here, back with another Skyrim video, and today we are doing the Alduin's Wall quest. So the first thing we're going to have to do, of course, as you can see, is escort Esbern to Riverwood. So, where you meet him, down in the sewers, that's where you'll eventually meet him, and then you got to go ahead and escort him all the way to Riverwood, of course. So feel free to look around inside of his area if you want, or don't. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But after that, just continue following your marker. Once you're in Riverwood, you want to go ahead and head all the way over to the Sleeping Giant Inn, as you can see. And once you're in there, you'll want to go ahead and talk to Delphine. And this is what she'll say.
Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way.
After that, you want to go ahead and follow the two of them back down to that area where, you talked to her the first time, all those times ago. Down into this room, down into that dresser area, whatever you want to call it, hiding closet area. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, the secret area. You'll head down there, though, and then once you're down there, there'll be the whole dialogue thing that happens and everything. So just go ahead and listen, interact, do whatever, but this is what happens.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Alduin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Alduin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Alduin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blades archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes. But there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood, the road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
After that, feel free to grab what you want, or take what you want, read what you want, whatever you may need to do before you go. But then after all that, go ahead and just keep following your marker to the destination. After all that, eventually you'll come across this tunnel here and you'll be lit up back with them, and this is what you'll have to listen to or deal with depending if you want to talk to them or not. But if you don't, then you'll have this puzzle that you'll need to do right here. And the thing about this puzzle is, you think it's like every other puzzle where you gotta look around, all this, whatever, fun stuff. But it really isn't that complicated, because all you gotta do is come back up, because I don't know why I fell, but come back up and literally just look behind the pillars. That area right there, right behind them. That area right there. Those little, things right there. Just look at them and you should be able to solve it, and those would be the answers. But if you just want to know what the answer is, just follow this right here and you'll be able to figure it out. It shouldn't be that hard. Turn it once, turn it twice, the middle one, and then go to the left one, look up if you want, or, fall, whatever. I don't know why I fell, but I fell for some odd reason, not too sure why. But make your way back up if that does happen, and then go to the left one like I said, one, and make it an apple, and an apple, and an apple. Make them all apples. Well, look like apples, and boom. Then you'll go ahead and eventually come down to this tunnel after that, and you'll want to, hit the right tiles in the right areas. So we're going to want to hit, like I said, kind of the apple looking ones. In my opinion, they look like apples. So we'll go with that. Well, they look like apples. Kinda, in my opinion, like you can see. But you just keep following those tiles right there. Just make sure not to hit anything else, and you should be fine. As you can see, be perfectly fine. And you'll have to hit that chain right there. Activate that chain, and then you can just walk through it the whole thing, and you'll be fine. Eventually you'll come to this weird head looking thing and you'll wonder what's going on. Just wait for everyone to get there and this is what will happen.
Another of the lost Locaviary arts. No doubt it's triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Reman Cyrodiil? Telling what we might find inside.
You may think you can go ahead and you walk all the way up like I
the
did.
Akaviri
Well, you
craftsmen were
can't.
beginning to
Just
embrace
stay
the
behind because there is stuff that he
Northern
does
style.
comment on and she does, so just follow them all the way there.
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead. Shaw's bones, here it is. Alduin's Wall, so well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Kaviri sculptural relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on arts.
Yes, let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here he's fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
And with that, that will be that. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. Other than that, this has been Soaarz, and I'm at peace, guys.